One of the things that I've learned creating online lessons is it's best to break lessons down into small pieces. This first piece is going to show you how to create a new user on your computer specifically dedicated to recordings. In my regular user account, I check my email, go online, buy things, and there's a lot of folders and a lot of clutter and a lot of distractions. So I like to create an individual user. When I was logged in on my regular account on this computer, I went to the dock and chose System Preferences. Then I came here in the middle of System Preferences and chose Users and Groups. I then had to unlock this padlock here with my password to log onto my computer. And I then had to click the plus sign, and I created a user called Recordings. I made this new account an administrator, gave it the name Recordings. I clicked Create User. This user already exists. Here it is, Recordings. And then I just changed the picture here. I kind of like having that album there. It tells me that this is my recordings user. So instead of logging on to my regular user, I'm going to log in when I create recordings to this user to have fewer distractions for my students. Now I just chose Show All to go back to the main part of System Preferences, because the next thing we want to do is to remove even more distractions. One of the big distractions I found is that students in classes sometimes ask me, why were you recording at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday? Sometimes it's 3 in the morning on a Sunday that I'm recording. So it used to be pretty easy to kind of hide that clock. In Big Sur, it's a little bit, you got to drill a little bit deeper to do that. So I'm going to click here on Dock and Menu Bar, and then I'm going to scroll until I see the clock. And then I'm just going to uncheck these boxes. I'm going to uncheck to show the day of the week and show the date, and you'll see those disappear. And now it only shows the time. I'm going to change that to analog. And now it's really small. It's hard to see. I can even go back to digital, show AM and PM, change it to analog, and now it's just really hard to tell. Like I said, just getting rid of some distractions. Another thing that I like to do is to put essential applications that I'm going to use, and only those applications, in the dock. So we're going to come back up here. I'm going to go ahead and click that. So we're back at the dock and menu bar. And, I can do a few things here. I can automatically hide and show the dock so that when you move it there, show recent applications. I can also automatically hide and show the menu bar, which is kind of a fun thing too. So if those are happening, then you don't see that menu bar until you move your mouse to the top for the menu bar or the bottom for the dock. Now I'm going to go ahead and control click on an application that I don't need in this dock. I'm going to remove it from the dock, and I'm just going to keep going and remove these applications from the dock, because for all of the purposes of this recording, all I'm really going to need is QuickTime Player and a couple of other applications. My QuickTime Player isn't saved in the dock right now, so I'm going to do that control click and say keep it in the dock. And then, like I said, you can just keep doing control click and remove these from the dock. You used to be able to just slide them off, but it won't let you do that anymore. So I'm reducing the dock size, and you'll see in future recordings that I got rid of even more of those. Now the last thing that I want to do is to maybe change my background. And that's up to you. Again, students get really distracted. What kind of a background do you want it to be? So you can go to your desktop and screensaver, and you can just choose colors, and you can just pick a very benign color, even gray, to have your screen, or change it to some of these different desktop background options that you have. This one in particular changes throughout the day, as it says right here, based on your location. These are the first simple steps that I take in creating an online lesson. I create this recording user, and then remove as many distractions as possible so that when I'm opening up an application and showing you how to use it, you're going to be focused mostly on that and not on everything else that's going on my computer.